Hey everyone, this is Josh Galvin with Tizish.com. On this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use tags and explain exactly what tags are and how they're different from categories. Alright, because one common thing that everyone makes a mistake when they first start is they don't know the difference between tags and categories, and they either do too much of one or the other or ignore one or the other. So first let's explain what are tags. Alright, so let's just show you the basic functioning of what are tags. Alright, so now we're in our admin panel. Go to add new post, and then we're going to do a regular blog posting, and let's say this is a test post for tags. So here's our content, let's say, right? Now, tags are the following. On the right, this is how you enter them into your blog post. In the right hand side, you'll see something called post tags. All you want to do is simply enter your tags here. So let's just pretend this was about interest rates, right? Yeah, let's pretend that this was a blog posting that had to do with interest rates, right? So what are some tags? What's a topic? A tag. Here's how category and tags are different actually. First thing you want to do is choose your category. If it's about interest rates, most likely this relates to buyers or relates to mortgage, right? So let's say there is no category called mortgage. Let me just add one real quick to make full sense of this. So we have a category called mortgage or finance, whatever the case is. Now a tag is something that's different. A tag is several keywords, and let me show you an actual example here. Let's see right here. Where is it? Right here is a perfect example. A tag is different from a category in that a category is used to classify one core general topic. All right, meaning like I mentioned, mortgage, for instance. If I'm talking about the Federal Reserve, or interest rates, that might have to do with mortgage, right? Obviously, it does. So a general topic like a category would be mortgage. Now, a tag would be something that unites that one blog post I'm doing. So let's say if I said this one was about will the Federal Reserve raise interest rates, right? And how am I going to unite this topic with other categories? That's where tags come in. So in a simple sense, what is a tag? How is a tag different from a category? Here's what it is, and then we'll go through the example. A tag is used to be a specific topic, one small little topic, not a category. It's supposed to be one small topic that unites separate categories. Here's what I mean by that. See this topic here, 5 things you should know about home buying, or this blog topic, and it's sellers, your home isn't worth that much. These are two blog topics in completely different categories. This isn't featured, or I'm sorry, this isn't featured as well, but let's just, or most recent home sales, this one even works. 5 things you should know about home buying, it's in featured, and then this other one's called most recent home sales. This is called business of the month. Ignore the topic names. Well, what's a topic that you would need to, that could unite 5 things you should know about buying with most recent home sales? Or even easier, let's make it easier to understand. What's a topic that could unite 5 things you should know about home buying with sellers, your home isn't worth that much? Well, since these are different topics, let's say if we said the topic home values. Home values as a tag makes sense to go with this posting along with this posting. But let's say if this was in a category called sellers and this is in a category called buyers. Well, that's why a tag comes in handy. A tag unites postings from different categories and makes them relevant into one. So just using this as the example, if this is 5 things about home buying, sellers, your home isn't worth that much, this is in the seller category, this is buyer category. If I tag them both as home values, well, now if someone likes the topic, if I'm a buyer and I'm reading about 5 things you should know, and I like this category and I see a tag called home values, that'll bring me to related topics like this. So understand, in a simple sense, tags are basically one individual topics that unite separate categories. Let's go into our actual example now. Hopefully that all makes sense. Alright, and here's a key thing to understand. If you don't know if you should use a tag, then don't use it, plain and simple, because it's probably a category. Alright, so here's this one. Let's just actually say this is about the interest rates. Interest rates remain steady, but may move in the future, but may move forward according to Fed, let's say. Okay, so if this is the topic, and this belongs in mortgage, right? Well, I'm gonna do a blog. I'm gonna tag this as, let's say, Federal Reserve. I tag it as Federal Reserve. I tag it as interest rates, and then, oops, this is not the tags. Right here are your tags. So I tag it as Federal Reserve, and I tag it as interest rates. And now when I click on Add, you see how the two tags come up here? Well, now it's in my category called mortgage, and it's in a tag. It's tagged as Federal Reserve and interest rates. So now when I publish this post, and I'm going to do one more test one to fully explain this. When I publish this post, and let's say when I go view it, we scroll down, and notice here at the bottom, tagged as Federal Reserve and interest rates. This basically takes me to the tag page that will show all the postings related to this. Now, let's say this is one post. Now let's add a new one. Now I'm going to show you how a posting in a different category actually makes how tags work when you relate two categories together. So let's say this is now something that has to do with bank-owned homes, right? It's going to be a category about bank-owned homes. And I named this one, let's say I name it how to get into a great deal. Oops, spelling all wrong, but you know what I mean. Into a great deal before it's too late. And let's pretend that this posting was talking about bank-owned homes, right? Let's just say talking about bank-owned homes, and I'm also talking about before it's too late, because what could happen in the future? Interest rates could rise, right? So if this is about bank-owned homes, and let's say I talk about interest rates somewhere in here, interest rates, may rise according to Fed, let's just say, right? Well, since the blog topic is about how to get a great deal before it's too late, and it's about bank-owned homes, well, here's how you would use a tag properly. I would now tag this one as interest rates, because it's one little topic that I mentioned inside this post, but interest rates is not the category, because if someone clicked on interest rates as a category and then they see that this post comes up and it doesn't have to do with all the rest of the postings, you lost them. So you see how I use the tag. I click on add, by the way. When you type it in, you have to click on add, and then it'll show up down here. So when the way you want to use tags is as individual little words that are just general topic, or not general, that are very specific topics you might touch on in an article. But here's the next part about it. You want to make sure that this tag can connect other postings in other categories by related topics. All right. So now let's hit publish, and this will be the real live example. This will be the final example to show you, and hopefully this is all making sense. So now I click on view post. Alright, so here I am. Now here's the home page, and we have two new blog topics. One of them is about interest rates remaining steady but may move up, not forward. That was a mistake. One of them is about getting a great deal. Well, if I click on this posting and I click on this posting, here's about getting into a great deal before it's too late. The category is called bank-owned homes, but at the end of it, the tag is called interest rates. And then we have an interest rate topic. And then this category is about mortgage, because it's a general category is mortgage. And when I scroll down, it's tagged as interest rates. Well, when I click on interest rates, here's what happens. It's going to show me both postings. But notice both postings are in different categories, but they're related, because how does this category of bank-owned homes about getting into a great deal before it's too late relate to this one? Simply because interest rates is the overall topic that unites these two. That's the key thing when you do tags. So in a very simple sense, if I had to sum it up in 30 seconds to 1 minute, tags should be used in the following way. Only put tags that are very specific, very, and I'm repeating on purpose, very specific topics that you talk about in your blog postings, not a general topic. So this is about bank-owned homes, or this is about getting a great deal, right? I wouldn't create a tag called buyers. I wouldn't create a tag called buying a home, because that's a category. I would instead create a tag called interest rates, because interest rates is one little topic about getting a great deal before it's too late. Another one would be choosing a right agent. something like that. Another one would be writing offers. But notice that that can't be a category because writing offers is too specific to be broad enough like a category. Categories should be for general things like buyers, sellers, just listed homes, investors, things like that. So hopefully that makes sense. Another quick tip: when you tag, do not do more than 6 tags per posting, or else that kind of becomes irrelevant unless it's a very long blog posting, and then it might make sense. But anywhere from 3 to 6 tags max is ideal. Alright? And if you want to edit tags, here's where you have to go. Let's say you've created a lot of tags already. What you got to do is go under posts, go under post tags, and under post tags is where all your tags will come up, just like they do on your categories. Alright, and then your popular tags are the ones that are used most. The ones that are in the biggest text ones are the ones you use the most. But basically, this works in the same way. Let's say you want to delete a couple. All you do is hover over it, click on delete here if you want, or you could select many at one time and just choose bulk actions, click on delete, and then click on apply. So that's everything with tags. Hopefully this all makes sense. If you have any questions, go to facebook.com/Tizish, the way you see it spelled here, and ask me there. Alright? Well, good luck. Have fun with using tags. Do not over tag, and make sure your tags are completely different from your categories. That's the key thing. Tags are very specific, categories are general in nature. Alright? Well, good luck. Ask me on facebook.com/Tizish. Take care.